Phoenix Suns used the Damian Lillard sweepstakes to make a splash of their own, as they finally were able to get rid of DeAndre Ayton's contract while adding more depth to their roster with Nurkic, Grayson Allen, Nasir Little, and Keon Johnson. Not only did the Suns acquire another star this offseason in Bradley Beal to pair with Kevin Durant and Devin Booker, but they did an excellent job of adding great depth around them, while finally moving on from DeAndre Ayton. The Suns are now locked and loaded for this new season. What's going on, everyone? It's Luka here, back with another video. In this one, I'm going to be taking a look at the Phoenix Suns and tell you why they got even better. If y'all could do me a solid favor, hit a like on the video, and please subscribe to the channel for more Suns content just like this. When you look at the pieces the Suns got in the Damian Lillard trade, let's start with Nurkic. Now I know there's some people out there that don't like the fact that the Suns are replacing Ayton with Nurkic, but this is a classic case of the fit being better than talent. Ayton wanted more of an offensive role, meanwhile Nurkic isn't going to fuss, and he's going to do what he needs to do on this team. Nurkic is going to fit the role better than Ayton. When you look at Nurkic, he averaged 13.3 points and 9.1 rebounds last season. Nurkic is a strong passer, a willing screener, and he isn't afraid to step up at the rim defensively. Nurkic also shot 36% from three-point range last season, which will come in handy in the Suns offense. And he also displayed his ability to stretch the floor. Matt Ishbia called it a unanimous decision with the Suns trading DeAndre Ayton for Nurkic, who he called a better fit for the team. Outside of Nurkic, the biggest get for the Suns in this deal was Grayson Allen. I love this piece the Suns are getting in Allen. He will provide perimeter defense and stretchability. He could have a big season for the Suns. He averaged 10.4 points, 3.3 rebounds, and 2.3 assists last season for the Bucks. And every great team that goes on a long postseason run needs somebody who's going to ruffle some feathers. Allen can and has done just that. And he's got a great defensive mindset. He has no fear shooting from deep. And I think his personality is going to be a good fit with this team. Allen, he's a sharpshooter from deep. He's not afraid to shoot it. And he should have plenty of opportunities to do so, playing off of Booker, Beal, and Durant, along with the passing of Nurkic. As for Nasir Little, he isn't a flashy addition, but is under a long-term affordable contract and is a valuable addition to the front court depth for the Suns. Little averaged 6.6 points and 2.6 rebounds last season. And then Keon Johnson is very young, but projects to be a player with a high ceiling. He averaged 4.7 points and 1.5 assists last season. However, the Phoenix Suns are expected to waive the 21-year-old forward. This is per Jake Fisher of Yahoo Sports. So where do the Suns rank overall after they put the final touches on their stellar offseason? Before I tell you that, I just want to quickly say that today's video sponsor is Manscaped. Fresh fall falls upon us, and it's time for nice flannels and cozy socks, but we can't forget to trim our balls. Join the 9 million men worldwide using Manscaped, and get the kit that covers it all, the Performance Package 4.0. It starts with the Lawnmower 4.0 trimmer with advanced skin-safe technology that reduces nicks and cuts to make raking the leaves a lot less painful. Once you've cleared the driveway, the Performance Package comes in hot with products to cool you down. The Crop Preserver Ball Deodorant and Crop Reviver Ball Spray Toner, one to prevent stink and one to clear it up. With a soothing aloe vera formula, move over, pumpkin spice, fresh balls are the smell of the season. The Performance Package 4.0 caps it off with 2 free gifts, the Manscaped Boxers and the Shed Travel Bag. That's one to hold your Manscaped goodies, and one to hold your man goodies. Bring in the fall right and get 20% off and free shipping with my promo code LUCA3 at manscaped.com. That's 20% off plus free shipping with my promo code LUCA3 at manscaped.com. So in the recent NBA Power Ranking, Bleacher Report has the Suns at number 4 overall behind the Nuggets, Bucks, and Celtics. Andy Bailey of Bleacher Report said this about the Suns, and I quote, "The most polarized reactions to the 3-team trade that landed Damian Lillard with the Milwaukee Bucks have been aimed at the Phoenix Suns. They swooped in to help facilitate the deal by sending incoming second-rounder Kamara and a 2018 number 1 pick DeAndre Ayton to the Portland Trail Blazers. In return, they picked up Nurkic, Allen, Little, and Keon Johnson, who's expected to be waived. And yes, if you're just zeroing in on the Ayton for Nurkic part of this deal, it's tough to wrap your head around. Ayton is 4 years younger, more vertically explosive, and has been deeper in the playoffs. But advanced numbers actually like Nurkic more than Ayton last season. He's a better, more willing passer, which should come in handy in lineups with high volume scorers like Kevin Durant, Devin Booker, and Bradley Beal. And that center swap is just one piece of the trade. As soon as Phoenix added Beal, a trade that would turn Ayton into a little more depth felt almost inevitable. This is it. Grayson Allen is a double-digit scorer who started for a title contender and has a career 39.5% three-point percentage. Nasir Little has good size, 6'6" with a 7'1" wingspan for highly switchable lineups, and his 36.7 three-point percentage in 2022-2023 suggests he may be able to help on the other end too. The Suns are no longer built with the exceptionally rare only max minimum contracts model, and this version is better equipped for a deep playoff run. And that's the thing. The Suns have the depth now that can get through a playoff run. And remember, the Suns were the only team in the playoffs last season that won 2 games against the defending champions, Denver Nuggets. And they got a lot better this offseason. So Phoenix, they did what they needed to do to well equip themselves for a potentially long postseason run. The Suns, in my opinion, are clearly in the top 2 in the West. I think it's them and the Nuggets in their own tier. But you have to think, after what the Suns have done this offseason, have they done enough to potentially put themselves over the top? Obviously, these players, new faces, have to come in and gel. But think about it. You're going to have a full season with Kevin Durant integrated on the Suns team. You have the star power that you need. You have the depth now. The Suns actually have a bench. No more distractions about if guys are happy or not. The Suns have checked all of the boxes. They went into this offseason with an agenda, and they did what they needed to do. It's going to come down to if this thing comes together for the Suns, obviously under new head coach Frank Vogel, and if guys can stay healthy. But when you look at the Suns from top to bottom, I mean, you can make a strong case that this could very well be the team that comes out of the West and plays into June. I've loved what the Suns have done. I put them at top of my list when it comes to teams that had the best offseason. And when you look at how the Suns started it with the big trade for Beal, then adding guys on cheap contracts to surround their stars with, and then when it looked like the Suns were done, they get in on the Damian Lillard sweepstakes. They move on from Ayton because you knew that divorce was inevitable. Even if the Suns had gone into the season with Ayton, you knew there was a rift there. They finally got away from Ayton, got away from that contract, got away from the distraction that was. And they bring in a guy in Nurkic who I said is going to be a better fit overall. Some other nice depth pieces. Even if they do end up waiving Johnson, you still have Allen who's going to be massive, Nasir Little. And then you just look at the pieces in place for the Suns. They might have the puzzle set for them to truly take off the season as the Phoenix Suns, one of the favorites to go all the way and win the championship, and for good reason. This team is going to be talented, this team is going to be very good, and this team is going to be fun to watch. So we'll see if it all comes together for the Suns. But Suns fans, what is your reaction to the Suns offseason? Did you like the trade, sending away Ayton, getting you back what they got? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel for more. That is it for me. This is Lucas signing off. As always, thank you so much for watching. I will catch you all again in the next video.